Hello, STAR teams. I'm State Senator Judy Schwank. I represent the 11th District of Pennsylvania, and I am beyond honored to be joining you today for the Stand Up and Stand In for Social Justice live stream, especially as many of the leaders and planners involved are students from my district. I join you all today to take the pledge to fight against racism. A lot of hard work went into this event. I hope you enjoy yourselves and feel proud. This is a huge step forward and an amazing way to engage both youth and adults in important conversations about equality and social justice. I'm here to help you keep this momentum going and help you along in your journey of activism by giving you pointers on how to be an advocate. What better place to talk about advocacy than right here in the Pennsylvania Capitol? Let's go. So we're here in your state capitol, right at the Rotunda steps, and we're going to cover three basic points: strategy, best practices, and things to avoid. So when I say strategy, that includes events like today, where you're creating awareness and engagement about an issue. The outreach you use depends upon the situation. Outreach can be emails, letters, phone calls, petitions, unannounced visits, rallies, and marches. When choosing a strategy, you want to consider that there's a time and a place for disruption, especially when you're approaching elected officials. You don't want to start with something big. There are usually offices that you want to foster a relationship with, so you can think of that outreach as a ladder that you can climb up and climb down at your will. With emails and letters, trust me, you'll get much farther with personal statements, not form letters. Now we're on the Capitol steps to cover best practices. One of the best things you can do is to find others to work with. These could be civic groups, professional organizations, or service clubs. Whatever issue you're working to move forward will likely have others who share some of your goals. It's also helpful to focus your communication and goals around a single issue. I know that can be hard sometimes to narrow your focus, but it will make any meetings you have all the more powerful and efficient. Start with the legislators who actually represent you. Of course, you can reach out to any elected official, but it's much easier to gain momentum by starting with your own. And be polite and sincere. Often your first contacts with elected officials is with their support staff, be it constituent services or secretaries. They are sometimes the gatekeepers, and I can tell you firsthand that they're not always treated with respect. That will never help your cause. When you do get to those face-to-face meetings with legislators, let them know that you've been following their voting records. And finally, things to avoid. Following off of the last tip, when you say you follow a legislator's voting record, do not immediately follow up that you will vote them out of office. The message is implied and doesn't need to be said explicitly. You should also never threaten or try to intimidate legislators or their staff. That saying, you catch more flies with honey, it's really true. If you are sincere with staff, they'll advocate for you. There have been numerous times that a member of my staff was touched by a constituent story and went above and beyond to make sure that that message reached me. It may be helpful to practice what you want to say. That way you can avoid getting too heated once you get to that meeting or make that first phone call. I hope these tips help you as you move forward. Listen, this is your government as well, and I'm here to support you in any way that I can so that you can more effectively interact with your legislators and make the changes you'd like to see. Good luck.